The Weight Within, Chapter 1. A life that looked fine from the outside. Daniel Lee was 37. From the outside, his life looked stable. A decent job at a mid-sized tech company, a clean apartment near the river, a girlfriend he had been dating for 3 years. People often said, "You're doing well." Daniel nodded when they said that. He smiled. He said, "Yeah, I guess so." But inside, he felt strangely hollow. Every morning he woke up already tired. Not physically, mentally. He checked emails before brushing his teeth, Slack messages before breakfast, news headlines that made the world feel louder and heavier. He worked hard. He really did. Yet the harder he worked, the more irritated he became. At meetings, he felt unseen. At home, conversations with his girlfriend Emma often turned into small arguments that ended in silence. "You're always tense," Emma said one night. "You're here, but you're not really here." Daniel didn't know how to answer that. He wanted success. He wanted stability. He wanted to feel like his effort meant something. So he kept pushing. Chapter 2. The Habit of Wanting More. Daniel had a quiet habit. Whenever things felt uncertain, he would think, if I just get a better position, if I make more money, if this project succeeds, then I'll finally feel okay. He didn't call it prayer, but it was close. A constant inner request to life, give me more, and I'll be satisfied. But satisfaction never stayed. When he got a raise, the pressure grew. When praise came, fear followed. What if I can't keep this up? One evening, after another argument with Emma about something small, dirty dishes, forgotten messages, Daniel sat alone on the couch, scrolling mindlessly. That was when he came across a short lecture clip. The title caught his attention: "The True Meaning of Enlightenment in a Changing Era." Normally, he would have skipped it, but something about the word changing made him stop. He pressed play. Chapter 3. This is not an age of asking. The voice was calm, firm, not emotional. This is no longer an age where asking alone works. Daniel frowned slightly. The speaker continued. In the past, humanity needed to grow, so help was given freely. But now, growth has already happened. What matters is how you use what you have. Daniel leaned back. Use what I have? Then came a sentence that felt uncomfortably precise. When people become stubborn, angry, or full of complaints, it is not because they are weak. It is because their inner substance is insufficient. Daniel felt his jaw tighten. Inner substance. The speaker explained it simply, not as intelligence, not as talent, but as depth, capacity, the ability to hold others without collapsing. If your inner weight is small, the voice said, you cannot handle relationships. You will always feel frustrated. Daniel thought of Emma, of work, of how easily he felt irritated lately. He didn't turn the video off. Chapter 4. Relationships are not obstacles. The lecture said something that stayed with him for days. Heaven does not give answers directly, it sends people. Daniel replayed that line. People? To him, people often felt like obstacles. Difficult coworkers, demanding clients, a girlfriend who wanted more emotional presence than he felt able to give. But what if they weren't obstacles? What if they were the point? The lecture continued. If you treat relationships correctly, your life naturally aligns. Health, stability, and clarity follow on their own. Daniel scoffed at first. It sounded too simple, but something inside him resisted dismissing it. Chapter 5. The First Crack. A week later, something small happened at work. A junior colleague, Mark, questioned Daniel's approach during a meeting. "I'm not sure this timeline is realistic," Mark said carefully. Daniel felt heat rise in his chest. His instinct was immediate. "Who are you to question me?" He opened his mouth. Then he remembered the phrase, "Insufficient inner substance shows up as stubbornness." He paused. "Okay," Daniel said slowly. Tell me what you're seeing." The room went quiet. Mark explained his reasoning, and he was right. Daniel felt something unexpected. Not humiliation, but relief. The world didn't collapse because he wasn't right. In fact, the tension eased. After the meeting, Mark said quietly, "Thanks for hearing me out." Daniel nodded, slightly stunned. That night, he realized something unsettling. "I've been defending myself all the time. From everyone." Chapter 6. Emma, change at work was one thing. Change at home was harder. One evening, Emma said, "I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around you." Daniel wanted to explain himself, to justify, to defend. But instead, he asked something he had never really asked before. "What's been hardest for you lately?" Emma blinked. She hesitated, then said, "I feel like you don't need me or see me. Like I'm just there." That sentence hurt more than any argument. Daniel realized that he had been so focused on what he needed from life that he had stopped noticing what life and people were giving him. He didn't fix everything that night, but he listened. And listening, he realized, required strength. Chapter 7. Knowledge is not wisdom. Daniel had always been smart, good grades, quick thinking, problem-solving skills. But the lecture's words echoed, "Knowledge belongs to the past. Wisdom operates in the present." Knowledge helped him win arguments. Wisdom helped him keep relationships. He began to notice the difference. When he used knowledge, he proved points. When he used patience, things softened. He started asking different questions, not "why are they wrong?" but "what am I missing?" Slowly, something shifted. Chapter 8. The weight grows quietly. The changes were subtle. He didn't suddenly become peaceful. He still got irritated, still felt insecure, but he recovered faster. He complained less, listened more, and strangely, life responded. Work felt less heavy. Emma laughed more. His body felt lighter, not because problems disappeared, but because he could hold them. Chapter 9. A different kind of fulfillment. One night, Daniel walked home alone, city lights reflecting on the river. He thought, "I spent my 20s trying to build skills, my 30s trying to build status. Maybe the rest of my life is about building capacity. Capacity to understand. Capacity to stay present. Capacity to benefit others without feeling drained." He finally understood the lecture's core message. Enlightenment was not escape. It was function. Not asking life to give more, but becoming someone who could use what life had already given. Chapter 10. Living practice. Daniel didn't become a teacher. He didn't retreat from the world. He stayed exactly where he was. But his attitude changed. Meetings became practice. Conversations became practice. Relationships became the path. And for the first time in a long while, Daniel felt something steady. Not excitement, not success, but alignment. He smiled quietly to himself. This must be what it means to live correctly in this time. Final reflection. This is not a story about perfection. It is a story about weight, the weight you carry within yourself. When that weight grows, life no longer needs to be begged. It begins to respond.